Let's wait a while before it's too late. Let's wait a while. What the hell is going on here? Don't people know they got to turn? They got to turn their lives around. Okay, coming up here, no joke. This is kind of disturbing. There's a murder scene ahead. You see that blue tent right there? Yeah, that's a murder scene outside of a club. That's a police cordoned off. It's cordoned off. There's been a murder. Murder. That's what they're talking. Yeah, there's been a murder outside a club. It's quite disturbing because it's, well, I don't know if it's a murder, but there's been a crime scene and it's outside of a club. I'm assuming somebody done got hurt. Somebody done got hurt out there. Very close, disturbingly close to Dawkins Towers. What's going on here? There's fair enough. There's a bit of a backup because we've had to take a diversion. But it's disturbingly close to Dawkins Towers. We don't like that. We don't like murders too close to home or at all. You know what I mean? So I hope it wasn't a murder. Hope the person recovers. If it was a good person, if it was a bad person, hey, c'est la vie. Such is life, as the French say in Paris. Okay, but anyway, let's crack on. It's been a while. Shouldn't have left you. You know, Rafi's got irons in the fire. You need to take care of the homestead. You know what I mean? So, what are we talking about today? Let's talk about, there's been talk that, what's going on with Joseph? What's going on with Joseph? Why hasn't Joseph had a fight? All Turkey's mistreating Joseph. We kept him busy and now nothing. Well, we've gone from nothing to something. Because, as you may have heard, Rafi hasn't had his ear down. Rafi has not had his ear to the boxing world. You know, like I said before, like I told you before, he got to take care of the homestead, got to take care of business at home first. But it has come to my attention that Joseph Parker has a fight now, at long last, and it's against none other than the IBF world champion, Dynamite Daniel Dubois. And this is an interesting fight because Joseph has a good skill set. He's not spectacular at anything. In fact, he can be quite boring. But he's competent. Across the board, competent. Not spectacular, competent. And so, he's got a chance. He stands a chance. He stands a very good chance against Daniel Dubois because Joseph Parker has been at the higher echelon for some time. Is he going to let me go? Is he going to let me go? Thank you very much, sir. What's he still? Oh, he didn't want to let me go. He kept on driving close to me. So I could say F you, but no, give him the benefit of the doubt. Joseph Parker has been fighting at the highest echelon for some time now. Far longer than Dynamite Daniel Dubois. And so you have to say, well, unquestionably, Joseph Parker is the more experienced of the two. Yeah, go on, lad. Go on, lad. You see how the Rafi does it? I bet you don't say thank you. I bet this one... Oh, he did. I was going to call him a I shall not. Yeah. So Joseph Parker has been fighting at the highest echelon of the sport. You see this old man here? You see, he's old and he don't walk too good, but he still gets out. And let me tell you, it's monsoon season over here in the UK. I'll tell you that for nothing, mate. Almost swept the Rafi's feet from under him. There's some hard winds, mashed up my golfing umbrella. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to get stock up on a couple more umbrellas. Of course, I have the unbreakable telescopic umbrella in the backpack. I thought, nah, I'm not going to risk it. I don't want to risk the unbreakable umbrella today. But anyway, so Joseph Parker been fighting at the highest echelon of the sport for far longer than the relative newcomer, Daniel Dynamite Dubois. Joseph Parker, unspectacular but competent across the board. Daniel Dubois, quite spectacular, and he puts on a show, mate. He puts on a show. He's always trying to knock fools out. Always. Always and forever. Rafi in jovial mood. Just finished a lovely gym session, and yeah, we're heading back to the homestead to get some good nutrition in. It's a Saturday. Gotta get some work done on the computer. What's this fool doing? Get out the way, you bend. Sorry for my language. Yes, pardon me. I'll have to edit that bit out, hopefully, if I remember. Oh, this says I got me trying to play games. All right, son. You want to show some speed, yeah? Yeah, don't try it with the Rafi. Rafi ain't in the mood to be played with today, my friend, yeah? All right, I'll be with you in a second. Rafi just gotta fill up. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Let's pause this. Okay, we filled up, and let's get back on the road. What's going on? Jesus Christ. Let's move out of here. Yeah, okay, cool. What's going on over there? It's kicking off. It's kicking off. Oh dear, Rafi's just in jovial mood. Don't pay nothing, no mind. Okay, so Daniel Dubois, always looking to bring it. He's had a new lease of life. The perception of Daniel Dubois, remember they called him a quitter, but Rafi never gave up on him. You know, they said he quit because, he took a knee because of his eye. Listen, mate, I'd have done the same bloody thing. And so should you. Protect the eye. You know, the sporting career lasts but a blinking of an eye. You got to protect your damn self. You know what I'm saying? You got to protect yourself and protect your health. Protect your health before your wealth. You know what I'm saying? So he protected his eye, which I thought was very simple. A lot of people were very disparaging of the fella. Very disparaging. Rafi, I said, no, I agree with what the man did. He protected his eye. And that's a damn good thing to protect, you know what I mean? You only get two of them. You lose one of them, you're only one away from being totally blind, mate. You know what I'm saying? That's not smart. It is not smart to not protect your eye. So he did the right thing. He protected his eye. Went with Shane McGuigan. That was a good move at the time. But Shane McGuigan is a bit like a factory over there. It's a bit like a factory. If you're one of a kind, you want to be one of a kind, sometimes you need a one of a kind type training. One of a kind type training with a one of a kind type trainer. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, Dubois went with Don Charles. Dubois went with Don Charles. And yeah, I thought it would be a decent matchup, but it exceeded, the pairing has exceeded my expectations. Okay, hold on a second. I actually just got to stop off here for a quick one. Hold on. Okay, and we're back. Yeah, so where was I? Yeah, so the pairing with Don Charles has proved very fruitful. Don Charles got into his head, made him see and made him understand. Of course, along with his father Stan, it's made him see, made him understand that, hey, you got to stick in there. You got to stick in there. when the going gets tough, you got to stick in there. And you got to believe. When you think that you're finished, you got to believe. You got to understand there's a reserve tank. There's a reserve tank in there. Just the first flush of fatigue. When you think you're over, it ain't necessarily over, my friend. It ain't necessarily over, my brother. You got a reserve tank. Remember, some camels got 2 humps. Some camels only got 1 hump, but you get the other camels with the 2 humps. Well, look at yourself as a 2-hump camel. Yeah? When you think it's done, you just take your time, relax, compose yourself, and get into that second hump. Get the hump off your back. Yeah? Get into your second hump. OMG. Get into the second hump, my friend. You know? Where's the car rolling? Throw up with the handbrake on. What's going on? What's going on? KGB trying to sabotage the Rafi? What's going on? Let's make this thing a bit closer. Let's try and catch some people as they enter and exit the store while we just wrap this thing up here. So yeah, Daniel Dubois has got the belief in his durability now. When did he take out Big Belly Miller? It was late in the game. I think it was in the 10th round of a 10-round fight when he took out the Big Belly. Granted, Big Belly hadn't been active. Mind you, I think he had a fight before that, so I don't know. But yeah, I think, and who else did he take out? Took out the Big Belly. And who did he? Of course, Hrgovic. Took out Hrgovic. And then, you really had to take him seriously. The naysayers, the doubters, they really had to rethink the plan, rethink reality. But then he went and he did the big one. Who did he take out? None other than Anthony Oluwafemi Olansi Joshua. Now he went and took out Joshua, didn't he? Didn't he now? So now you have to give the guy respect. Joseph Parker fought Joshua, and it was a boring affair. Quite a boring affair. I enjoyed it at the time, but looking back, I don't know, man. I don't think that was either of their. What am I doing? Driving into the store? You think you be driving into the store? I wonder if the electric doors work if I drive up to it. Nah, come on now. Let's be realistic. Let's be sensible. Yeah, it wasn't either of their finest hours, but Daniel Dubois wasn't effing around. He wasn't effing around. Daniel Dubois was just like, come here, boy. Come here, let me take your head off. That's the thing, that's the difference with Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker. Daniel Dubois just wants to take your head off. He just wants to rip your fucking head off your shoulders. And you know what? I love it, mate. I love it. Isn't that what boxing's about? Paying your money to see a guy who just wants to rip his opponent's head off his shoulders? Isn't that what this beautiful thing's all about? Come on now. Come on now. That's what it's about, lad. And ladettes. So, on that front, I got to say that Joseph Parker, the better overall in terms of competencies across the board. Higher marks for overall competencies. But who's the one who's trying to take people's head off their shoulders? That's Daniel Dynamite Dubois. It's Daniel Dynamite Dubois. So, who do I think is going to win? Hey, it could go either way. Who do I want to win? I want Daniel Dynamite Dubois to keep on pleasing us boxing fans. He keeps on giving it to us, mate. He keeps on giving us those moments. He gave us that moment against Jarrell Miller. He gave us the moment. Again, I didn't think he could do it. I didn't think he could beat Hrgovic. I thought Hrgovic was too... interestingly, I thought Hrgovic was the one with the better overall competencies. Just like I'm saying about Joseph Parker. That's interesting. Didn't think he could beat Hrgovic. I thought he'd fade and Hrgovic would get him on the back end. Thought Hrgovic would get him on the back end. But he didn't. He clattered Hrgovic, mate. Hrgovic questioned Joshua's heart. Well, I think Joshua had more heart than Hrgovic, although Hrgovic lasted longer than Joshua. So Hrgovic tapped out. Mind you, Hrgovic barely survived against Zhili Zhangbang. Against Zhili Zhangbang, Hrgovic got on his bike. He got on his push bike, mate. He got on his unicycle, matey. He got on his unicycle. Don't get it twisted. Check the ballistics. Yeah? So, Hrgovic got on his unicycle against Zhili Zhangbang. Didn't get on his unicycle so much against Dubois. Dubois was, mind you, Zhili Zhangbang. Zhili Zhangbang couldn't hunt Hrgovic down. Zhili Zhangbang has the what do you call it? Has the gas tank of a thimble. And let's not forget, Zhili Zhangbang dropped Hrgovic 2 times. Not 1 time, 2 times. Competencies are with the Joseph Parker. But the desire to kill, going back to killing, the desire to destroy the opponent. That's all Daniel Dubois. What do we want to see in boxing? We want to see fights finished. We don't want to see, it's not go dancing. It's not go dancing like when Parker fought Joshua back in the day. Nah, we want to see fights finished. Who provides the finishes? Who goes for the kill? Back to the killing. Who goes for the kill? Yeah, so that's who I'm edging towards. That's who I'm edging towards is Daniel Dynamite Dubois. That's what I'm edging towards. And anybody want to play bingo? Huh? Anybody want to play bingo? Anybody up for bingo? Okay. That's it. Daniel Dubois versus Joseph Parker. I think it's going to be a hell of an interesting fight. I think it's going to be a fun one because Dubois wants to take Samoan New Zealander's head off. Joseph, interesting Parker. Okay, so there you have it. It's the Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio, it's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares. It's the hitting the bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. Okay, and stay safe out there. I'm out.